Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. Cane Ashby had been out of the Genoa City limelight for a while. After his scandalous exit from Chancellor Industries and his tangled history with Lily, many thought his chapter was over. But when he quietly began investing in up-and-coming media ventures on the West Coast, Victor Newman took notice. Victor had his reasons. He'd long kept tabs on former Chancellor insiders, especially anyone tied to Catherine Chancellor's legacy. With Jill Abbott's attention split between Europe and domestic issues, Victor saw an opening. And Cane. He was making moves in secret, consolidating power and building allies through charm and subtle aggression. Victor considered him a threat, small, but growing up. That's when he turned to Lily. Lily Winters had spent the last year carving out her identity as a CEO. Running. Chancellor Winters had tested her, changed her, and toughened her. She'd battled Devon, struggled to maintain a work-life balance, and tried to heal old wounds. So when Victor invited her to Newman Towers for a casual conversation, she was skeptical. Victor didn't waste time. "I'm concerned about an element trying to make waves behind the scenes," he said. "An old face, someone with no loyalty to the Chancellor legacy." Lily narrowed her eyes. "You're talking about Cane?" Victor gave her that infamous Newman smirk. "He's not what he seems, Lily. And I think you're the only one who can keep him in check, before it's too late." She should have walked away. But instead, she listened. Victor didn't come out and say it, but he planted doubt in Lily's mind like a master gardener. He mentioned off-the-record investments, whispered rumors about Cane poaching clients, and hinted at his involvement in a hostile takeover attempt of a Chancellor Winters subsidiary. Lily, torn between her past with Cane and her loyalty to her company, decided to investigate. Quietly, she reached out to her contacts. Some were tight-lipped. Others gave vague confirmations. Cane was, indeed, circling smaller companies, some with direct ties to her portfolio. And yet, nothing illegal. Nothing overt, but Victor had done what he set out to do. Lily was rattled. Lily wasn't the only one Victor underestimated. Cane returned to Genoa City, slicker than ever, walking into society with the confidence of a man who'd erased his past sins. He was clean-cut, calm, and charismatic, and when he saw Lily, he made a beeline for her. "Long time," he said. The corners of his lips lifting. Lily kept her tone neutral. "Not long enough." Cane chuckled. "Still got that fire. I like it." The two shared dinner, half reunion, half interrogation. Lily asked about his ventures. He played coy. She pressed harder. He hinted at expansion but denied stepping on Chancellor Winters' turf. Later that night, Lily sat in her office, watching a file Victor had sent her. Photos. Documents. Wire transfers. Cane wasn't just building an empire, he was doing it with Newman's rivals. Victor's manipulation deepened. Victor struck again, this time offering Lily an exclusive merger opportunity. A deal only Chancellor Winters could benefit from, if she helped neutralize Cane's influence on one specific company, Prism Media. Lily's eyes widened. Prism was the crown jewel Cane had just acquired, quietly, through shell companies. If she took it, his empire could collapse overnight. "You want me to sabotage him?" she asked, standing in Victor's office. "I want you to protect your legacy." "Chancellor's legacy." "Catherine's legacy," Victor said. "And you know, Cane will only tarnish it." Lily didn't answer. But the wheels were turning. With Prism on the line, Lily approached Cane again, this time with a business proposal. She suggested a collaboration, a joint venture between Prism and Chancellor Winters. Cane was skeptical, but intrigued. "Why the change of heart?" he asked, eyes narrowing. "Let's just say I'm thinking like a CEO now," she replied coolly. Behind the scenes, Lily began investigating Prism's legal vulnerabilities, using data Victor's team had acquired. She found loopholes, debts, and unsettled investor lawsuits. It wasn't much, but it was enough to shake Cane's confidence. And Victor? He was watching from the shadows, satisfied that his trap was working. Cane wasn't dumb. One of his advisors caught wind of a shell company linked to Newman Enterprises buying up Prism debt. He confronted Lily. You're working with Victor. Aren't you? Lily froze. The mask cracked. I'm doing what I need to protect my company, she said. Cane's eyes turned cold. No, you're doing what Victor wants. You're his pawn. Don't talk to me about manipulation, Cane. I know how you operate. You smile, charm, and stab from behind. You think you're better than me, he snapped. You're not. You're just newer at this game. They parted with fire in their eyes, and unresolved feelings smoldering underneath. Lily stood at a crossroads. Victor offered her a final ultimatum: take control of Prism legally, or he'd do it with more force. The merger would be in her name, but the hands behind it would always be his. Lily sat in Chancellor Park, reading a letter from her late father, Neil Winters. It spoke of integrity, legacy, and doing what's right even when it's hard. She called Victor the next day. I won't go through with the hostile takeover. He was silent for a beat. Disappointing. I'm not your pawn. Not Cane's either. I make my own moves. Victor warned her. Then don't be surprised when he buries you. Victor never loses gracefully. Days later, Prism faced a cyber attack. Shareholders panicked. Lawsuits followed. And whispers of Cane's mismanagement hit the media, stories planted by Newman insiders. Lily watched it unfold with mixed emotions. She hadn't helped Victor, but she hadn't protected Cane either. Cane, scrambling, called her. You could have stopped this. I could have, she admitted. But maybe you needed to be reminded of who you're dealing with. You're turning into Victor, Cane said quietly. No, she replied. I'm turning into someone who finally knows her power. Prism survived, but barely. Cane's reputation took a hit, and investors fled. He left Genoa City once again, promising he'd return stronger and more dangerous. Victor? He shifted focus, praising Lily publicly but privately marking her as unpredictable. And Lily? She walked into Chancellor Winters with a new fire. Devin noticed it. Jill applauded it. And Amanda Sinclair? She warned her, power always has a price. Lily smiled. Then I'll pay it. In full. Victor Newman's manipulation may have lit the match, but Lily Winters decided how far the flames would spread. This wasn't just a battle between titans, it was a rebirth. Of Lily as a player. Of Cane as a wounded warrior. And of Genoa City as a place where the past never stays buried for long.